Hi guys, this is Avinash Sharma, and in this session, we will discuss the expression in the Power Automate. What is an expression? Expression is a basically set of predefined or inbuilt function, and we can use this function to write a formula for a specific task, and we can use say like converting the date, numbers, addition, subtraction, then string, like extracting the substring, counting the length of the string. So for all these type of tasks, we can use the expression. Now we check types of the function which are available in the Power Automate for all type of requirements. First, string function for manipulating the string, like the extracting the substring, counting the numbers or counting the length of the string. Then mathematical function for the mathematical calculation, say addition and subtraction. Conversion function for converting the one data type to another. Then we can use the conversion function. Logical function, we can use the logical or conditional statement, say if or else statement. Datetime function for converting the date format, we can use the datetime function. And finally, workflow function to display or to extract the workflow related information, we can use the workflow function. Now we check an example for the practical test. So as you can see the diagram, step 1, there is a student who submits his exam details. In second step, we grab the information submitted by the student, like the roll number, first name, last name, exam date, or marks. In third step, we maintain the details of the students in a Google Sheet. But before inserting the data in the Google Sheet, we have to apply some expression because we want to format the data. Before we create the flow, first of all, we check our resource. If we have a MS form, the name of this form is the student exam. Then fields roll number, F name means first name, L name, last name, comments. This is optional. Then marks in science and marks in math, and finally date of exam. Now we check the Google Sheet. In Google Sheet, we have the roll number, F name, L name, comments, science marks, math marks, exam date, and total marks. We have this additional column, total marks, because using the expression, we will add the value, we will add the marks of the two subject and then store this column. Now, we create the flow practically, create, automated, and say test expression. Then the first option, new response is submitted, MS form. Select this one, then create. So we have the step 1, pick form, that is the student form. Now, second step, grab the details of the form's content. So, MS forms and get response details. Again, form name, student exam, response ID, dynamic response ID. So this is the second step. Now in third step, after grabbing the information from the forms, we have to maintain those details in a Google Sheet. So new step, Google Sheet. Now insert row, pick a file, student exam, and sheet name student. Now, so these are the field names which are coming from your Google Sheet. So we have to map these fields from the our response fields dynamically. Say roll number, dynamic content, roll number, F name, then L name, and comments. We can leave this blank, otherwise comments, then science marks and math marks, exam date, and then total marks. So total marks, there is no such field in a form. So for now, we can leave this blank or we can put 0. So this is done. Now we save this one. So flow is ready. Test. Now the flow is in running mode. We submit a form. Forms. Say roll number 101, F name Smith, then L name J John, comments. Say this is optional, so we can leave blank. Science marks, say 20, 22, and say 33. Then date of exam, this one. Submit form. We check the status of the flow. So you can see all the steps have the green mark, tick mark. It means all steps have been executed successfully. Okay, now we check Google Sheet. So we have one row in Google Sheet. Roll number 101, Smith John, comments blank, science marks, math marks, exam date, and total marks is 0. This is fine, but now we want, before inserting the data in the Google Sheet, we want some kind of formatting for this data. Suppose we want, say, first name in uppercase, and in comments we want the, like, say, summary, say combining the first name or last name, then science marks, math marks, exam date. And this is the, like, the format of the exam date is the year, month, and date. But suppose we want to change the format of this date, then we can use the expression. And finally, total marks. We have to add the value, or we have to add the marks of the math and science, then put this result into total marks. So for that purpose, we will use the expression. How to format the data using the expression? So first of all, roll number, now change F name, and we have to convert this F name in all uppercase. So dynamic content, then expression. So this is the string function to upper. In this upper, we have to pass some string or name from the dynamic content. So dynamic content, and we take F name. Okay. So okay. Now, so we have the expression in the F name. And name is okay in comments. In comments, we'll create a summary. We will join the first name and the last name. So comments, then expression, again string function, concate. So using the concate expression, we can join the multiple string. Here we will use the fname lm from the dynamic content. Say dynamic content fname, then comma lm. Okay, this is also done. Marks, fine. Math marks, it's okay. Exam date. Now we have to change the format of this date. So this time we'll use the date time function. Expression, format date time, and So we have to pass string and after the comma, then format of the day. So again dynamic content, date of exam, then comma, single quotes and dd slash m, then yy. Now total marks. In total marks, we have to add the value or we have to add the marks of the two subjects, science and maths. So we'll use the add mathematical function. Expression, then add. In add, from dynamic content, math marks, then comma, science marks. This is also done, but before using the add function, you have to make sure the value passed to this function must be integer type. But these fields are string type. So we have to convert these string value into integer. So we can use the conversion function, that is the integer int. So int, then second, okay. Now this is done. Save it. Test. So flow is in running mode. We submit the form. Roll number 301. F name Smith. John. Smith is in lowercase. Comments, leave blank, math 66 and say 55. Date of exam, say 24. Now submit. Now we check the status of the our flow. So we can see all the steps have the green tick mark. It means all steps have been executed successfully. Now we check the Google Sheet. So we have the second row. Roll number 301, Smith in uppercase, because we applied the expression. And comments, we joined the F name and the last name. So marks, science, math marks, that's fine. And the format of the date. This is the DDMMYY, because we applied the expression for the changing the format of the date. And finally we have the total marks, 1, 2, 1, 5, 5 and 6, 6. So this is how you can apply the expression for changing the format of the data. So guys, this was all about the expression in the Power Automate. Thanks for watching the video.